Greetings and welcome. Thank you for joining me here at Bloom From Within Love. I go by Bloomy. And as you can see, you see my avatar here and you see hashtag self-care. And so today I want to do hopefully just a very short, quick and brief light language activation and transmission from the Lemurian and Palladian perspective for you, activating, infusing self-care. However that resonates for you, wherever you're at in the now, and whatever your higher self deems important for you. Self-care may not be what we have traditionally come to know self-care to be or reference it as. So I'm adding the intention to infuse, first of all, time release, but self-care as it relates to what that really is, what's really necessary for you, what's most beneficial and high vibrational. For an example, maybe sometimes in our programming, we think self-care is simply going to the nail shop or going to buy that purse or bottle of perfume or, putting whatever we want ahead of others, and we will say, well, it's self-care. That certainly can be the case. But I'm going deeper than that. My intention is on a quantum and cellular level. So maybe your higher you, your higher self, your highest wisdom and heart knows that perhaps you need in the moment to take a bath. Not just so that your body's clean. Maybe you need a little mini spa retreat. Maybe you need the cleansing effects energetically of water and soaking and some essential oils. Maybe your self-care means, you take a shower, you, with an intention, you go sit in a patch of fresh grass, you mind your mental health. So you decide to only listen to or look at things for the next 24 hours that's going to put you in a healthy vibrational state. That would be self-care. Because sometimes we're vegging out on everything. And I'm not judging, and I'm not saying we're right or wrong for the experiences that we're choosing. But oftentimes the things that we are accustomed to, addicted to, and used to just by a default aren't always the best for us in moments. Sometimes we have maxed out and need to shift gears, okay? Think about this. I'll put it in everyday simplistic terms. Remember back in the day when they used to have manual transmission vehicles? They probably still do. Not a lot of people really want them anymore, but I remember that, it can be fun probably to drive, but you quite often had to put that gear in neutral in order to shift into the next gear in a smooth way, in a easy way, without causing your car to stall or jerk or pop. If you just try to jump from one gear to the next without synchronizing the brake pedal with the other pedal, with getting the gear into neutral, it can cause a lot of disturbance, right? So I want to equate this light language transmission to self-care in such a way to that. Sometimes we need to find our self-care neutral. Maybe we've been running on high gear and we're just hopping and shifting gears. Maybe we've been, if you want to bring true to life examples, maybe we've been on a tangent. Maybe we've been vegging out on negativity. Maybe we've been around a lot of negativity. Maybe we've been watching, because we like the thrills. And so we're watching gossip on TV. We're watching murder on TV. We're watching and listening to all these things out of entertainment, not always realizing how it's affecting you energetically. So again, it's not about a judgment or saying that you're wrong. It's simply saying that your body and your innate is going to send you signals when it's time for self-care. When it's time to, for today, all positivity. For today, high vibrational only. For today, things that put me in a pleasant mood. For today, being more mindful of the things I'm saying to myself, the things I'm even saying to others in conversations, just trying to relate to people. Trust me, I can relate. I know people and have people that I adore and are close to, that they are by default very negative. And that's all they know, and that's all they're used to. And that takes a toll on me. So it's up to me to take full responsibility, not to blame the person. I can certainly communicate to them and ask them to, hey, could you lighten up on that if you want to hang out? It's enough of that. But at the end of the day, it's up to me to take full responsibility, make the adjustments I need to. And I know this was a long introduction, but I really wanted to talk about self-care a little bit, hopefully to provoke you or to inspire you to look at self-care maybe a little bit differently than you have. However, your body is talking to you, my dears. But often we're so busy, we're not stilling ourselves long enough to pay attention to the signals. So, if you feel that, you feel a little off energetically, you feel a little tired, you feel a little bummed, sure, there are always other factors, but I simply believe that most things are first on an energetic level. And with that being said, that I have talked over 7 minutes here, my intention is for a very short and brief light language transmission to activate what self-care is for you, to activate the frequency of self-care, the frequency of self-love, the frequency of self-regard, self-respect, self-honor, self-appreciation, self-healing on all levels, and to create the alignment and the wisdom and guidance effortlessly. Also with the intention of releasing everything that would get in the way of that. Releasing any outdated belief systems, attitudes, mindsets, programs that we're running off of that would sabotage or hinder our own self-care when we need it. My intention is that this all bypasses the brain. It bypasses all reasoning. It bypasses anything. That it's all done energetically, smoothly, graciously, comfortably, in accordance with your highest wisdom and your highest love and greatest good, and all that are involved and connected to your life. Yes, even those that we call negative Nancys and grumpy Grumpersons, okay? All right. That we can hold our energy. I'm going to add that as well as an intention that we are strengthened to hold our resonance and our own frequencies and energies when we are around negative Nancys or grumpy Grumpersons, that we hold our energy and that we don't sink into theirs. And no matter what their reactions are or their response is, in love, that we're able to hold our resonance, because that's what's going to be what's best for us. And if it's what's best for us, it's truly actually what's best for them, even if they don't see that at the moment, and that's equally okay. All right, so now, without any further ado, I invite you to get nice and comfortable and cozy now that we've gotten through the 10-minute introduction and education on self-care. I invite you to get a nice glass of water, get undistracted. Just take out these next few minutes just for yourself in the name of self-care for you. Okay? All right. I am holding several crystals. I have my flower agate, palm stone, dead smack in the middle of my heart. So my intention is to channel from my flower agate, from my heart, to you all with this light language in alignment with the Pleiades as well as Lemurians. Okay. I also have selenite at my root chakra, and I have pink tourmaline and not Criscola. It's I forget this name of this pink crystal. It's a C word, but it's about self-love. It's all about love and self, loving self, loving self, loving self, since that is the theme here. The flower agate is a divine feminine energy. It's about being fully present. It's about tapping into your divinity, your femininity, your gifts, being in the now, being able to enjoy the now. And I feel like that goes with the theme of self-care. All right. Let's begin. Yararamo koriyara sayararamo yalala salayara mayako yarasi emeya. O yalarara masaya ka la 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 mayala lo soye anama. Ko yalarara moso. Sheyararara malaka yerere oromoso yalalala meyekea. Shumo lolo mosaiya shokorea sama. Haraya roromoso yololomo lala kea satiyama. Shkumala la 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 maya yere yararomo. O la 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 ma yala la 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 ma yala la 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 ma ko ashai. Smala 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 sm. Sumala ushukui ya la 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 masaya sumama ya sum yekea yuma soya sumala shumala la sumala la la ma shumala shumala la yukoya shumaya la la makoya ashma look uya mala sma. Okay, as I am actually waving my right hand with the crystals over my heart, but as I was, my eyes started burning, and tears started coming out. Yalalamo, yororomo, so yalalalama, yakai yolololomo, yaklelelelemo, so yalalalama, shalalalamo, soya. Shoyo. Perception, how we see things, how we view things, how we're taking in things, what we're taking in. Yakararararama, yararoromo, soyorororomo. Yeah. Okay, now I just heard the word focus. Focus, it's the focus. So, shakarari yararararama, la yararoromo, so yedi kororo yararararama, kashay la 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 maya. Shu yararararamo. Okay, and it's okay. So it is focus. To shift and focus, and to focus on your heart space. Shift your focus regarding self-care. Shift your focus off of everything and everyone else. It's okay to take your eyes Wow. For some of you, yeah, some of you have a lot of responsibilities. You have a lot on your plate. You have a lot of people relying on you. A lot of people pull on your energy. And so the guidance is it's okay when you are taking care of self, for self-care to take your eyes off of everyone else. It's okay for moments for yourself to take your eyes and your focus off of everyone else and to direct it back to you. You see how my avatar, her eyes are closed and her hands are on her heart. She's going within. Yakayarararamo soya la 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 makashaya la 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 mo soya la 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 masakuria shaya soya la 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 makakrushaya la krushaya la la ma krushaya la 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 ma krushaya la 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 ma so krushaya la 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 ma. So it's a lot of heart and throat activity, and I'm equating that to is what we believe about it with the throat, the things that we have told ourselves and we've been conditioned to and have just really believed about self-care, that we've believed about taking our eyes off the ball, if you will, taking our eyes off of our many thousand responsibilities, or shifting our eyes from external relationships, or yes, I even dare say even things that we are responsible for. But self-care is needed in order to come back with a fresh set of eyes, in order to come back with a fresh perspective and view in a healthier way. You're not totally running on fumes and depreciate and what's coming to me? Um, Depreciated, deplenished. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's necessary. We release. So we give intention to release, 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 release to reveal. Release the programs and beliefs about self-care, about taking care of self, about detaching or letting go or going within. Taking our eyes off of everything and everyone else and putting them onto ourselves. Any conditionings, any belief systems, any abuse, any traumas, any manipulations, any things that we're running off of that creates resistance with self-care. Oh yeah. Full intention to direct our energy back into ourselves in a healthy, harmonious, and balanced way. And I'm asking for more gentleness. I'm calling forth more gentleness with self, compassion with self, nurturing of self, forgiveness of self, and full acceptance of self, and acceptance that we need caring for as well. And I'm also setting an intention for receptivity to any support that the universe will align for us as we surrender, let go, and allow to support us with self-care. Anyone that wants to give a benevolent helping hand, anyone who wants to take on some of the responsibility out of their own free will heart, without any attachments, anyone that's loving and high vibrational in nature, being open and receptive to support even from the external as we go within. Giving intention to release unworthiness and to align with our divine worthiness of self-care. Releasing worries, giving intention, releasing worries, anxiety, stress, worries, anxiety, stress, lack, scarcity. Release, 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 release. Akorish krusma. Ya la 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 moya la yasma. Shuya, 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 shuya. Krishma la 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 ma. Krushu. I'm adding the intention for the mind-body connection and the physical plane as well. To release any absorbed toxins, absorbed trauma, absorbed abuse in the mind-body. To release, 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 release with ease, release, release, release with ease, release. Sha, ya, krush, la yara yarom, ushayu, loop, asm, shkia la 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 moya, creativity, and to align with divine creative sources, creative resources for loving the mind and body, for loving the mind and body, for loving the mind and body. Creative, nutritional, dietary solutions in alignment with our resonance, in alignment with our highest wisdom in the now, in alignment with our nows. And the wherewithal, strategy to implement Akia Sholalama Yakararamo gently Shokuri Yararama Shki Guru Shaya Lalama So Yokro Ayararama Sa Lakaro Shaya Lalama Korea 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 Shoya Sea no mo yoro ye yellow mo yararamo Ayararamo show joy, more bliss. I call forth and set an intention and give directions on our cells, in our cellular structure, all directions of time and space, all dimensions. More openness and receptivity, bliss, rest, joy. Yekeyara laughter, hopefulness, worthiness of such, releasing all slavery mentality, releasing the subsequence of it, releasing the belief in the program, releasing, all forms of abuse and their programs and their contracts. I ask that our energetic support team will lovingly address any quantum entanglement, etheric entanglements in our auric field, transmute with violet fire, transmute with the blue and green ray energies, all basal, toxic, malevolent frequencies or cords of attachments, changing, shifting dynamics of relationships, into balance. Grounding, assist with grounding and centering, buffering our energy field, clearing and buffering our auric field, strengthening and empowering the auric field to hold our resonance, to hold our highest energy, no matter who and what we're interacting with. Without any judgments or labels of self or others. We're releasing judgment and labels. We're releasing judgments and labels. So there it is. We also release importance. We release belief systems about importance to things that are externalized, importance, labels, expectations, judgments, attachments. We give intention to release it all. In the name of self-care in the now and always. Time release. Upon old energies, time release. Upon contact with dense frequencies, time release. Yokuri yarararamo, yokuri yarararamo, yokuri yarararamo, yokuri, shkuri, kuri, kuri. And we also give the intention to feel our feelings, to be fully present in our bodies, and to allow ourselves to feel whatever comes up to be felt, to lean into it and to let it go, to let it come and go with ease. With ease. Let it all come, let it all go. Feel it, express it, face it, and detach. And to surrender to our higher heart regarding any scenarios, any situations in which we have co-created, which we are seeking guidance for from our higher heart. And to be an allowance of the natural ebb and flow. The natural ebb and flow of all things. Osho yara 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 Goya sianama Goya siarama Sheanamo yo kriarama Shearamo kria sararama Kria sa Shui shui Alui ui Shui ui shkrum Hasa 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 shayana maka asiana ma ko mosala shomai 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 goyara masala maka ishiasami o masiasm Oshu self-acceptance. Self-acceptance. Ayarararama. That is self-care, self-acceptance. I add the intention, self-acceptance, acceptance fully of self, our uniqueness, our idiosyncrasies, our quirks, fully on a quantum level, our chosen paths, our chosen lifestyles. Yeke yarararamo so yarararama. Gori yarararamo so yere yarararama. Shalom shoya siyanarama. Gori asalama. Gori asalalama. Gori asala iya shama. Gori asalama kashi olalama. Krush, krush, krush. Shayarama. Releasing, releasing, surrendering, stilling ourselves. It's okay to take a day out for just you. Those that depend on you will benefit from it. But most importantly, you will benefit from it. Everything is energy. Balance is key. Let's find our balance. Let's surrender to our innate balance. Sending you all love and light. Namaste.